Hey everybody, Eric here with comics for the past 3 weeks. So I got a whole bunch of stuff here. I still had to leave some things behind because just a ton of stuff came in last week, I think. Only like one thing came in this week, a whole bunch of stuff from last week, and then some stuff the week before and things I left behind before. But I made a big dent. So this is pretty much in no particular order, just the order I pulled them out of the bag. So let's take a look at the comics I picked up today at the comic shop. And so the first one we're going to take a look at is DC's "'Twas the Might Before Christmas, a Mighty Menagerie of Merry Mayhem" from DC Comics, of course. This is their Christmas quarterly. And nothing to show on the back, really. So just an anthology of Christmas-themed stories with, we got the Teen Titans, Harley Quinn and Amethyst, Lex Luthor, Batwoman, Booster Gold, Superman, Bunker, and Batmite. So those are the stars of the stories. I do enjoy this cover. Then another one shot. This is Marvel Voices The Avengers. And this is another anthology. Usually there's sort of a theme. It's either people of color or indigenous people or LGBTQ plus. So I'm not sure what this is. Just some different people writing some Avengers stories, apparently. And so again, an anthology. There's an interview in here and some other stuff, but we'll see. I have no idea what to expect. This one, I'm going to take a quick sneak peek. I believe this is the last issue of the current Moon Knight run. So it's Moon Knight number 30, The Last Days of Moon Knight from Marvel Comics. And it does show A New Moon Rises. Vengeance of Moon Knight is the next series that's going to be coming out. So I'm a little behind on this one. I don't know what has led up to this dire situation for Moon Knight, but I can't wait to find out because this has been a great series. Then we have Danger Street, Book 12. This is DC. It's Black Label. The last issue of the series. I have read none of them so far, but it shows some of the cool characters. The reason I bought this book: Creeper, Dr. Fate, Darkseid, and Metamorpho is on there. So we'll see. Eventually, I'll get to it, and we'll see what happens. But it's over now. Then we have Invasive, number 1 from Oni Press. And this is written by Cullen Bunn. And it's, I don't know, it has something to do with doctors and horrible surgeries or something. I like the little scalpel for the eye. First issue, so I have no idea what's going to be going on, but I dig Cullen Bunn's stuff. So there you go, Invasive number 1. Speaking of Cullen Bunn, we have The Midnight Show number 3 from Dark Horse, written by Cullen Bunn. There's the back. I know the lighting isn't great, but this, I believe, because I haven't read any yet, has to do with monsters coming out of movies and attacking a town. So fun horror. Great writer in Cullen Bunn. The Midnight Show, number 3. I'm going to switch some things around for a reason. Let's do that. Okay. This is The Wrong Earth, We Could Be Heroes, number 2 from Ahoy Comics. I believe it's just a 2-issue storyline. As always, in case there's anyone who hasn't heard me talk about this, The Wrong Earth is a story where a sort of 66, like Adam West Batman type character, Dragonfly Man, switches Earths with the Dragonfly, which is like a Dark Knight gritty version of Dragonfly Man. They swap Earths and try to survive, try to figure out how to get back. There have been a number of miniseries, a number of one-shots. It's a really fun book, and this is the latest. And I believe, as I said, I think this was just a 2-issue story. Blade, number 6, from Marvel. Apparently his new mentor is Dracula. I haven't read any of these, so I don't know what has led up to this situation. But I hear this is a good book, and I'm a Blade fan. You know, horror, comics. Blade number 6. I swear one of these days I'm going to try to catch up. Earth Divers, number 13. So this is Earth Divers 1776 from IDW, written by Stephen Graham Jones. In the first storyline, which was the first 7 or 8 issues, we have these, it's an apocalyptic future, and these indigenous Native Americans have sent someone back in time to try to stop Christopher Columbus from discovering the New World. So things happened. Then there was a little sort of mini side story with a character who had gone back into the Ice Age, and now we're back into the main story, I suppose, that's apparently taking place in 1776. I have not gotten to this particular part of the storyline yet, so I don't know what's going on, but it's Stephen Graham Jones. It's a really cool book. Then we have, I'm going to take a quick look and hopefully not spoil anything. This is the Enfield Gang Massacre, number 5, from, I think it's Image Comics. I like this has a newsprint feel to it and a very old-fashioned look to it. This is a story from That Texas Blood, and I was checking to see, I felt like this was the last issue, but I'm not 100% sure. It's another one that I have not gotten a chance to read yet, but it's supposed to be really, really good. These are the 2 books. I swapped these books around simply to put them in order, and I'm not sure why it mattered, but we have Creepshow Holiday Special number 1, and this is an anthology book. It's got 2 stories in it. Daniel Kraus has written one of them, and so this was just a one-shot, and that came out a week or 2 ago. The only thing that came out for me this week was Creepshow number 4. This has 2 stories in it, and again, so anthology. So it's weird. They had the Creepshow Volume 2 mini-series going on, and in the middle of that, they had a holiday special come out. But there you go. These are both from Image Comics. The last year's Creepshow anthology was really good. I haven't read any of this year's yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Then we have Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham, number 2, from DC Comics. It is a black label. Rafael Grampa with Matthew Lopez. I like Rafael Grampa's artwork. Haven't read the first issue yet, because that's just how I roll. But I dig most of the black label stuff that I have read. It's the Tom King stuff that hasn't thrilled me. But looking forward to this one. Then we have Waller vs. Wildstorm, Book 4. Another DC, another black label. This is one of the oversized. And I believe this is the last issue. Haven't read any of them yet. But we'll see how it is. Excuse me. Then we have Batman, City of Madness. I believe this is Book 2. Another DC, black label, oversized book. And this is Batman versus Cthulhu Mythos, I think. Just some weird, crazy stuff going on. Again, have not read the first issue, so I don't know, but it seems really cool. That's it for the floppies. Now I got a nice stack of collected editions here. So let's jump right in. And first off, we have Zatanna and the Ripper, Volume 2. This is collecting the web series, the web comic, and essentially Zatanna and Constantine have gone back and are taking on Jack the Ripper, I believe is what's going on. So this collects episodes 12 through 23 of the hit webtoon series, newly optimized for a print reading experience. Big Zatanna fan, big Constantine fan. Jack the Ripper, always fun. It's a weird thing to say, but there you go. Excuse me. I think in my last video I mentioned some of these that I left behind. So this is Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance, and it's printing Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance Alpha, Ghost Rider 17, Wolverine 36, and Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance Omega. So a weird crossover story. It can be kind of annoying when they do that with, so it's got the one shot starting it, and then an issue of Ghost Rider, an issue of Wolverine, and then the one shot that's ending it. Fortunately, I get the Ghost Rider trade paperbacks, so I'm not essentially not missing any issues of it. And I don't get Wolverine, so I guess it doesn't matter. But there's the back of it. I don't know what the storyline is. I picked it up because it's Wolverine. Then we have Deadpool, Volume 2. Does not seem to have a subtitle, but this is Deadpool, the 2022 series, 6 through 10. This is written by Alyssa Wong, who writes Dr. Aphra, Star Wars Dr. Aphra, which is my favorite Star Wars book. And she's doing Captain Marvel now, I believe. And she did a series over at DC that I just ordered the collected edition of. But I'm a fan of Deadpool, fan of Alyssa Wong's writing. So this was a no-brainer. Definitely something I was going to pick up. I haven't read the first volume yet. Excuse me. Then we have Daredevil and Echo. That's it. It's just Daredevil and Echo. I don't see any type of subtitle. And this collects the miniseries Daredevil and Echo 1 through 4 and Elektra 100. And is this... Let's look at some credits. Oh yeah, Taboo and B. Earl. So, I'm a fan of Echo, a fan of Daredevil. Apparently Ghost Rider's going to be in it. So this is just an example of, this was a miniseries that came out that I was highly interested in, but I'm trying to cut down on buying monthly books and just getting them in the collected editions. So this should be good. And then we have Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider, which collects the miniseries Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider 1 through 4. Look at that back cover. I don't know how well you can see that. It's Scarecrow and Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider. So as a fan of Danny Ketch, the Ghost Rider series, when Danny Ketch became Ghost Rider, I don't know. Yes, I think this is one of those books that Marvel has been doing lately where it's a story from back when Danny Ketch first became Ghost Rider. So it's not a contemporary story. It's set back in the day. And I've been digging that. The ones that I've picked up, I kind of like that. Because, I'm old, having a midlife crisis, and like to read stuff that reminds me of the olden days. But Blood and Vengeance is the subtitle there. And then we have Ghost Rider. This is volume 3 of the current run. Dragged Out of Hell. And this collects Ghost Rider, the 2022 series, 11 through 16. and I believe it said 17 was in that. Let's find it. The Ghost Rider Wolverine, yeah, has Ghost Rider 17 in it. So, but did I show the back? That seems to be. Maybe not. I was gonna say that looks like Weapon X because of the helmet, but I don't think so. Anyway, current Ghost Rider run. Always been a fan of Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes. He came out when I wasn't collecting comics. I know him mainly from him being in the Avengers and a few other things. So I can't. He's fine. He drives a car, though. I prefer the motorcycle Ghost Rider or a horse. But there you go. Ghost Rider, the current collection. Then we have Death of the Venomverse from Marvel. There's the back cover. This is written by Cullen Bunn, which is the biggest reason that I got this. And it collects Death of the Venomverse 1 through 5. And essentially, Carnage is on a rampage, tearing through the multiverse, killing all versions of Venom, or at least trying to kill all versions of Venom. So pretty cool story. I like multiverse stuff, and I like Cullen Bunn. So, and he's done some good Venom stuff in the past. And finally, Dark Knights of Steel, Volume 2. This collects Dark Knights of Steel 7 through 12 and Dark Knights of Steel Tales from the Three Kingdoms. And this is essentially a medieval superhero story. You know, there's Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. Think King Arthur, think swords and sorcery type of stuff. I haven't read the first volume yet, but I hear great things. I love an Elseworlds type of tale. So this is one that I'm definitely looking forward to. Now I have the whole thing. I can just read the whole story in one sitting. I'm sure that's going to happen. All right, that is a lot of stuff. Had to make sure I had my Christmas shopping done first. There you have it. I'm not going to ask a specific type of question. So just the generic. Does any of this catch your eye? Which of these books would you be interested in reading? Or do any of these just look... you can go negative. For once, I'm going to let people go negative. Do any of these things make you go, meh, I have no interest in that whatsoever? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put those in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post spoiler warning. We try to be polite here on my channel. Man, the light just keeps going up and down. But that's what happens. I come in, I do these things as soon as I get home. I don't put up my ring light. I haven't changed out of my work clothes so that I can get this video to you. So please like, share, and subscribe. And if you care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is @Ronan5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH 5757. And if you're on Blue Sky, I'm @EL Smith. That's all I've got. So until next time, read more comic books.